Mark Todd won badminton this year more than 30 years after winning at his first attempt, and has achieved more than anyone else in the sport of eventing, including back-to-back wins at the Olympics, 4 badmintons and 5 Burleys. So when Mark told us back in February he was bringing one of the best horses in the world to badminton, we knew he was coming with a very real chance of winning. With some experience of the somewhat challenging 2012 Olympic venue under his belt, I decided to catch up with Mark to find out whether NZB Land Vision would still be his first choice for London next year, and of course what he most enjoyed about winning this year's Mitsubishi Motors Badminton Trophy. So when did the partying finish off the badminton?
Well, it finished fairly quickly actually, because I had to leave the next day to go to Kentucky. So we were quite late getting back from badminton, and Jules Stiller, where I keep the horses, had very kindly organised an impromptu party. So I think I eventually turned up about 9:30, and always after these events, you're sort of fairly sort of drained, and also the thought of having to sort of get ready to leave at 4 o'clock the next morning. So we definitely had a few drinks to celebrate, but it wasn't a big wild celebration.
Where do you keep the trophy?
I have the trophy at home at the moment. It's a magnificent trophy, and worth quite a lot, and so it's kept fairly, most of the time it's kept sort of locked away.
Right.
So every now and again it's brought out for display.
You were in contention right from the beginning of badminton. Were there any sort of nervous points for you, or sticky moments?
Well, I mean, going into badminton, you know, I knew the horse was capable of doing a good test, and he did do a good test, which put us right in contention. It was his first 4-star. He'd never gone that distance before. It was the first time I prepared the horse on gallops here, so on cross-country day it was a little bit of an unknown, and the horse certainly got tired towards the end of the course, as did quite a lot of others. And I guess at one point coming up to the quarry, he was feeling fairly tired then. I did wonder whether or not I was actually going to get home, or whether I'd have to pull up. Luckily we managed to get through the quarry, and then it's sort of downhill towards home from there, and he managed to pick up and get home. And he recovered really quickly after that, and he's normally a good show jumper. So I wasn't particularly worried about that, and also the fact that, you know, there was 12 of us within a fence going into the show jumping, and you know, I was in the lead, so you know, they all had to beat me, or rely on me to have a fence down. But it was just a matter of thinking, well, you know, this is either my turn or it's not. And so I was reasonably relaxed about it, and of course he jumped it around.
And what's the fondest memory you've got from badminton this year?
Well, obviously winning it. You know, I can't remember how many years since I last won it. I think it was 1998 or 99. And having come away and come back, and having, you always sort of, well, I always believed that I could win another big one or be competitive at top level, but the actual fact of doing it was amazing. And I guess, you know, that moment when you jump the last fence clear and you realise that you've won it. And also, I mean, one of the nicest things was, you know, the reaction from the crowd. I mean, I think that I felt that there was sort of genuine pleasure in the fact that you know, I'd come back after this time and managed to win it again. So I mean, on all levels, it was very, very satisfying.
We haven't seen much of the horse since badminton. What are you planning to do with him over the autumn?
Well, he came out and did a one-day event 6 weeks ago, but unfortunately he's injured himself, so he's going to be off for the rest of the year. But hopefully he will be all right for next year. He's sort of back on a sort of recuperation program, and he's walking at the moment, and Christmas time I hope to start doing dressage competitions, or after Christmas, New Year dressage competitions with him, and then he'll just be taken along slowly. And I mean, the aim is, I mean, I'm fairly confident with him that he's done enough and has enough mileage to go to the Olympic Games, so it'll be just carefully planning his program to have him at a peak for August next year.
So you had some experience of riding at Greenwich earlier this year. Has that changed your opinions on preference of horse, or how you might prepare?
I think the horses are certainly going to need to be extremely fit. Although it's going to be a twisty course and it's going to be up and down hill, I think it will actually suit Land Vision, because he's a horse that doesn't pull cross country, and for a big horse he's fairly nippy and agile. You can turn him, and he's quick to respond. So I'm happy with him, but basically whatever horse you take, they're going to have to cope, and you're just going to have to ride it accordingly.
Are there any other takeaways that you take from Greenwich?
I think it was just good to, I hadn't seen the site beforehand, and it was good to actually see the site, and we'd heard so much about it. It was good to ride it, and they've said that next year it's not going to be as twisty as a test event, and obviously it's going to be twice as long as well, and we're going to go up the hill more often. But I think it was good to get there and have a feel for it, and it's certainly in my mind cemented what I need to do to prepare for it.